My name's Trooper Matt Warren. I've been with the Connecticut State Police since October of 2008. I've been a dog handler with the Connecticut State Police since January of 2014. That's when I was given my dog, and that began a 16-week training process through patrol school for him and I. And after that, we were both very fortunate enough to be selected for search and rescue. Porter and I, he lives with me, and 24/7, round the clock, anywhere I go, he goes. Whether it's the grocery store or the gym, things like that. He comes with me, and when we go to work, we work, and as soon as we're done work, we come home. I take my uniform off. He takes his collar off, and he's a normal dog at that point.
And new tonight at 6, a state police canine has been injured at a fall at Rocky Neck State Park while searching for a missing woman. Police say canine Porter was helping with that search last night.
We were looking for a suicidal female. She had made mention to her girlfriend at the time, as well as her peers, that she wanted to end her life, and that she had been at Rocky Neck State Park earlier in the day. And we got called out. Unfortunately, at the time, I was the only search and rescue unit available within the area. So Porter and I commenced our usual off-leash hasty search of the area, and Porter actually came across and hit on the actual wine bottle that she'd been drinking earlier in the day. And we continued our search, which led us to a kind of a rock building which goes up about 25 feet in the air, its foundation. And Porter and I traversed that eventually, and at the top of it, Porter caught scent of something, and unfortunately it's 11:30 at night by that time, completely dark, and he's a little farther ahead of me at that point, and when he caught scent, he went over the ledge, and he dropped between 20 and 25 feet to his injury that he's suffering from now. I was recommended to Dr. Knapp through a physical therapist up in Colchester, Connecticut, who's phenomenal here at the facility, and I contacted Andrea, and they basically came with this incredible way of making this happen for him and for all of us involved. Immediately coming in here, Dr. Knapp spent some time with my dog, obviously testing his range of motion, testing him to see what possibilities we could explore. And the fact that he was in agreement with me on the conservative approach first and willing to explore different avenues than just sticking pins and needles in him, that first impression alone, hit very well with me. He is my partner. We do work together as a team and as a unit, but he also does live with me as a dog, as a pet, so he's basically a 4-year-old child to me.
What we're doing is we're actually going into the hip or into the femur, and we're doing this fluoroscopically, so it's a real-time x-ray, so we can actually look and see. I'm guiding a needle right now to make sure I'm going into the location. This is where we're going to be getting the stem cells from, is right in through here. So we do all this through a little keyhole, so we just make a little punch, a little nick in the skin. You take a needle and glide it into the femur, we'll pull the stem cells down and the bone marrow out.
So we collect bone marrow from the femur, we place it in a concentrating device, and we spin it in a centrifuge for 10 minutes at 3,600 RPMs. It separates into 2 layers. We remove the plasma, and then we take the very small portion of the top layer of the stem cells, and then we set that aside. For the blood, we collect blood from the jugular vein. We put it in the first concentrating device, and we spin it at 1 minute at 3,600 RPMs. Then we'll separate into 2 layers. We will remove that and place it in a second concentrating device. We will remove all but 4 mLs, and then the 2 will get combined just prior to injection.
That kind of care, the kind of effort that the staff put forth to put this together in such an incredibly small amount of time, this all took place literally within a week and a half from start to finish, to me getting down here and him getting treated. It's second to none. At the end of the day, this was something where they reached out to us, and it really was a home run. I couldn't possibly have said no to this, and I would have done anything. I would have driven across the earth itself just to make this happen for him. So it was just incredible.